I want to start by talking to Paul, who's from regional Victoria. He is a regular user of ice. Hello, Paul.
How's it going?
Why? Why do you use it?
I didn't plan to become a drug addict or anything like that. I slipped into it because of a related accident on a farm, and I couldn't pull myself out of it. And yeah, I slipped into it.
How often do you use it?
Oh look, I have been using it on and off for three and a half years now.
But what, every day or not?
Oh, at the moment, I'm taking a bit of a break from it. I probably use it once or twice a week now. But look, probably a month ago I was on it every day.
And how do you ingest it?
I started off, when I started 3.5 years ago, I started by swallowing it, then smoking it, now IV.
You inject it?
Yep.
I've spoken to a number of people over the past few days who do inject it. It seems to be increasingly common. Why inject it?
There's 100% usage.
Is it hard to get?
No.
What's it cost?
Well, it all depends on the quantity you buy.
Yeah, but okay, well, what does it cost to take something that keeps you going for, what, a day or something?
For me, it would cost me about, for a day, it probably cost me a minimum of 150 for a day.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't buy it in small batches, and that's my biggest problem. I buy it in quantity because I get it cheaper.
How much quantity do you buy?
Look, half a quarter, 2-3 grams at a time.
And what does that cost?
A gram costs $500.
Okay. Where do you get the money?
Self-supplied.
I'm sorry?
Self-supplied. I get it from myself.
Okay. You don't commit any crimes for it?
No way. No. Not a chance in that.
You say no way, but you're committing a crime even using it, aren't you?
I know that, yes. It's not socially acceptable and it's socially wrong. I understand that. But it's not something I planned to get into when I started, and I didn't realise it.
So why did you start? What was the first reason for using it?
I was stuck on OxyContin, and as you know, that's a very strong painkiller.
Yeah, I've used it.
And it was very hard to get off that. Got off that quite successfully, but I couldn't pick myself up. And I was given some of this to try, and that started as a social thing, then became a regular pattern, and then it just became a lifestyle.
Do you still hold down a job?
I'm self-employed.
Okay, well, do you still do enough to get the money coming in?
Yes, I do.
Is your family still together?
My wife and I separated when I had a farm-related accident before I became an addict.
Okay. What are you in any relationship?
Pardon? No, my wife and I are still on very amicable terms because I've got 3 kids.
Does she know you're on it?
Yes, she does. So does my family.
The family knows. What do they think about it?
Well, my dad doesn't really have much to do with me. My brother's really good. The local police know at home, and so does the community health. And I've actually helped out at home by relaying my story.
But sorry, you say the local police know?
Yes.
That you're using ice?
Yes, I've been using ice, yes.
And they don't do anything about it?
Well, it's sort of a hard one to be stuck in for a lot of people. I don't deal it, I don't sell it, I don't affect people's lives. Where I live is out of town. I don't live in a town.
Yeah, but surely there are options to ice. There are other legal drugs you could have prescribed for your pain.
Yeah, I'm right. I don't use ice for pain at all.
What are you using it for?
I gave it to give me some energy to get back to work, go back to work. And I didn't realise I was going to become addicted to it.
What happens if you don't get it?
Oh, look, I'm fine. Look, I'll sleep, I'll eat, I'll keep on going.
And when you get it, do you keep going without sleep?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
You know you're frying your brain, Paul?
Yes, I do.
You going to get off it?
I've been off it. I can.
Yeah, but a couple of days isn't off it. I mean, really, fair income off it.
Last September, I pulled off it for probably 4 months.
Yeah.
I walked out on being owed, not owing, which is a really perplexing way to walk out on it. And yeah, I stopped for 4 months, and then I just hit the skids again, and just went back on it.
Where are you going to end up if you don't get off it, do you think?
Oh, look, I'll be screwed for the rest of my life.
You'll be what?
Screwed. I just won't go anywhere. I'll just keep on treading water. I won't make an example for my kids. I'll just tread water.
So you're going to try and get off it?
Oh yeah, look, I plan to get off it. That's not a problem. But at the moment, things aren't great for me, and I'm just trying to, do what I can at the moment. And look, I'll get off it. But
yeah, go on. Sorry.
The biggest thing that I've found is there's no programs. Like there's no programs or assistance to get off it. That's the biggest thing. When you come off it, it's got to be cold turkey.
Okay, well, look, we'll talk about that later through today.
Yep.
Do you ever get violent with it?
No, never.
Not aggressive at all?
No.
It's pretty unusual.
I've never hit someone. I've never struck someone. I don't agree with that. And it's abhorrent to think that, that little kid died in Bendigo because of it. I know people that have got violent on it, but no, not me personally. I was born and raised with some morals and some ethics. And to do that, just abhorrent.
Do your parents, those people who raised you, do they know you're on it?
Yes, they do.
What do they think about it?
Well, I don't have anything to do with my dad, regardless. But my brother's probably my closest family. And look, he doesn't agree with it. But what do you do, man? Do you have a relationship with my brother because of it, or not because of it?
When did you last use?
On the weekend.
Okay. Paul, thank you for talking to us.